I'm sure if you spend another hour adjusting the blues and the highlights that the video will finally be finished. The color is the problem. It's not the lack of a consistent voice in the script. Look, the deadline may be tomorrow, but if you go back to the script and put in the right CTA, that'll improve your watch time dramatically. No, what am I thinking? The script is good, it's totally fine. The color is the problem. I really hope you've taken the time to go pee. Well, at least you haven't been holding it. Wait, no. Did you just drink piss? No. Expired apple juice. Maybe you should go take a break. So lately I've been thinking a lot about what passion looks like. I think there's a point where passion can turn into obsession, and I wonder if that's a good thing. I think in some cases yes, some cases no. I don't think passion is something you need to do/think about 100% of your time all the time. I think passion is a thing that you come back to. Hi, my name is Ben Hillman, and this is some Slacker stuff. I'm searching for meaning in digital awareness. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Now let's talk about passion. Now, one thing that got me thinking about this topic was watching my friend and fellow YouTuber Andrew M. Warner's video, an overview of the creative process. And I wanted to get more of Andrew's thoughts on the matter, so I called him up to interview him.
We all have different passions, obviously, and it could be in any type of field. It could be music, it could be creative, it could be anything. We all, in some sense, are passionate about something. So to me, passion is about being so in love and motivated by a particular thing that you are doing or pursuing, and that you're willing to just do anything possible to try to achieve that particular goal. You won't take no for an answer. You will just continuously push and fight and grind and hustle just to actually achieve that passion, because it's something that you obviously want to turn into something bigger. It might be a hobby at first, but it might be something that you want to hopefully make into an actual career. Something you have that much of a love for, that you're just willing to push and just do whatever possible to try to achieve.
So I think Andrew has a good point here. The definition of passion is a strong and barely controllable emotion. And to me, passion is a relentless push for something that you love. My passion is creating videos. It's something I discovered as a young kid. When my mom and dad would be filming me with the family video camera, I would always want to see the viewfinder on the other side of the camera. I was just fascinated with how it worked. I started making videos with my friends when I was in middle and high school. After that, I went to film school, and then I got a job making videos and doing what I love when I left college. By this point, I'm fairly confident that this is what I love doing. I pushed for it relentlessly after all of these years, and I'm pushing for it now as a YouTube creator. Now here's where it can get tricky. Creating for YouTube means watching other folks on YouTube. And then when you watch someone's videos, you might notice their upload schedule or the TLC that they put into their videos. And you start to compare. This can have a drastic effect on what you start doing. You might start questioning your actions and eventually your overall passion. I think we tend to create images in our head of someone who is more passionate about the same thing we are, someone that's more ambitious or makes better choices. It becomes a competition with that person who can create better, who is more artistic, who can do more. If you're not careful, that can lead to fatigue and burnout. This imaginary race with someone else becomes an insurmountable marathon against a fictitious figure who is always one step ahead. Your answers become absolute, and pulling yourself out of it can seem near impossible. So, in Andrew's video, there is one part where he talks about completely foregoing sleep for 48 hours. I asked him about this and if he would recommend it for someone else.
No, definitely not. We should just be mindful of our time and just be a lot more conscientious with our time. To be in a situation that you have to forego 48 hours of sleep to actually get something done isn't necessarily healthy a lot of the times. Mind you, there may be situations where you have like a project or something that you actually have to get done regardless, and you have to sacrifice that time, you have to sacrifice that sleep because you have to get it done. But it's not something that I would think that I know would be healthy on an ongoing basis to actually, continuously go and forego sleep 48 hours to do.
So this brings me to my overall point of the video. I think that occasionally your passion will require you to make sacrifices. That's the sort of relentless push for what you want that I was talking about. But a passion isn't something that you have to do with 100% of your free time. You have to allow life to happen. Of course, there are always going to be moments where you need to push your limits to get something finished, but it shouldn't come at the overall and long-term expense of your mental and physical health. This means you may sometimes need space from your passion to reevaluate your love for it. Like I said earlier in the video, I've been passionate about video making since I was a child, but that passion hasn't been constant. There were months and sometimes years where I didn't focus on my craft. I've tried several different times to create a variety of YouTube channels, and I failed to keep up with them pretty much every single go. But I keep coming back no matter how long it's been. I'm open to the possibility that I will one day walk away from all of this for good, but I can only hope that that isn't anytime soon, and I don't think it's likely. My suggestion for keeping your passion alive is allow yourself distance. If you need to take a week off, give yourself that space. If it truly is your passion, you'll come back. And it also might help remind you why you loved it in the first place. On the flip side, this break might be a realization that this isn't for you. Horrifying to think about, I know, but helpful to know that you can focus your energies elsewhere. So I used to love playing soccer. It was the sport that I loved the most, and I played it all the time. And I ended up giving it up in high school. It just didn't drive me anymore. And I'm okay with that. Sometimes passions go away, and it's perfectly acceptable. The last thing you can do to help figure out your passion is to share this video with someone. Start a conversation about it, talk it through. And if you know someone struggling with their passion or you suspect they might be in doubt, maybe it'll be helpful to them. I want my videos to be a resource for folks, and you can help me get there. Also, subscribe or support me on Patreon to get exclusive content that I don't currently offer on my YouTube channel. And with that, I will be here next time.